Hey everybody, welcome back to the Magic Channel Card Tricks, and today we're going to learn a very simple, easy to do, hands-off card trick that anyone can do. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. Welcome to the Magic Channel Card Tricks. This is the easiest card trick in the world. That's what I teach. That's what we teach here on the channel. These are all beginning level tricks that anyone can do. If you're excited about magic, you're trying to get into card magic, do me a favor, hit like, sub, and follow, push those buttons. I'm going to teach you some stuff. All right, so completely hands-off trick. I'm going to teach you this and you'll be able to do it right away, because the beautiful thing here is the spectator does all the work. They're going to try to trip you up, and that's great, especially if there's somebody who loves shuffling cards. If they love shuffling cards, they can shuffle cards. They think they're like a guy that should work in the casino. This is for you, okay? So you're going to take out your full deck of cards. Doesn't have to be a full deck, but have all the cards there. I'm just starting with a shuffled deck, by the way. There's nothing here. You're going to hand the cards to the spectator, have them shuffle the cards, just so that they can be sure that there's no order. Okay, and then you're going to tell them to deal off 8 cards. Okay, 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And they're doing all of this. The spectator's doing all of this, not you. Okay, they're to pick up their 8 cards, and they're going to find one that they like. Now, in this hand that I have right here, they're all number cards except the jack. So I'm going to pretend that I'm a spectator. I'm going to pick the jack, right? That's the easiest one to remember, jack of spades. Here's what you tell them to do. Memorize your 1 card, place it on the deck, and then bury it with the other cards on top, okay? Then you tell the spectator, again, they're doing everything, to pick up a small stack of cards, okay? So they're going to pick up like that many, okay? And it doesn't have to be this small. Like if they want to pick up something a little larger, even up to like a third of the deck, they can do that, okay? And then you're going to tell them, we're going to do a very interesting shuffle. You're going to put 1 card directly underneath, like this, and then place the next card on the table. Underneath, table, underneath, table, underneath, table, underneath, table. And it'll vary, right, depending on how many cards each person has. It'll go a little differently, but just follow them, track them, make sure they're going underneath table, underneath table, underneath table, underneath table. I have a lot of cards. Underneath table, underneath table, underneath table, underneath table, underneath table, table, right? So once they have that, they're going to simply fan the cards across the table, or you can do it for them if you think they need help. Now, their card will always be in the same spot, 4th from the top, okay? 4th from the top. So notice this would be the top, right? Immediately when they roll it over, I want you to make sure that you notice which card is on top. That's the card you're going to follow. Sometimes when people deal like this, we have a tendency to start from left to right. So if they're left-handed, right-handed, you just want to make sure that you're counting from the top. You're going to see all the cards, and you can push them a little bit if you want. Just say, let's just make sure we can see all the cards, okay? Now, all you're going to do as the magician is find 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they picked the jack of spades, but you can reveal it now any way you like, okay? You can tell them, don't look down. Don't look down. I don't want your eyes to give it away. If you glimpse the cards and you see your card, maybe you'll give it away. But I want you to just think about your card, okay? And then from that point, you can reveal it any which way you want, right? You could separate reds and blacks. You could just start guessing. You could say, I think your card's black. I think your card's a spade. I think your card's a court card. I think it's the jack of spades. Bam, okay? The other way that is popular is to do the next card I turn over gag, okay? So you could say, I don't I think it's this card. I don't think it's this card. I don't think it's this card. And by then, I've already counted to 4. I know it's the jack right here, okay? So I don't think it's this card. I don't think it's that card. And I've isolated it here, right? I haven't put any cards on top of it. I don't think it's this card. Jack of diamonds. Jack of diamonds. No. You know what? I'm going to bet you that the next card I turn over is your card. And they're going to take that bet, right? So then I bet you the next card I turn over is going to be your card. And they'll say, okay. Then you reach back here where your 1, 2, 3, 4 is, and you turn it over. Jack of spades, just like that. So that's an easy, hands-off way to do it. So let's recap, okay? They're going to shuffle the cards any which way they want. They're going to deal off 8 cards, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're going to memorize 1 card. In this case, I'm going to memorize the king of spades, right? They're going to place their card down, and then the other 7 on top of it. Then they're going to cut a little deeper to get a nice little packet, and then they're going to start with under, okay? Under, down, under, down, under, down. They're going to burn through the entire stack, right? The entire stack. And at the end of it, you'll glimpse this top card, you'll fan through the cards, and their card will be 4th down from the face. And then from that point, you can reveal it any which way you like. Enjoy. Have a great time. Come back, and we'll do some more card trick tutorials. See you guys. Bye.
Hey, have you ever purchased a magic trick that they said was easy or for beginners, and when you opened it up, it was just a bunch of parts and some typed out instructions? Like, how are you supposed to figure out how to do a trick with instructions that are this small and there's just no detail, right? No video, no pictures. You're so disappointed. You wanted to learn how to do this trick, you thought it'd be fun, and then when you got it in the mail, you were sorely disappointed. I want to help you. This channel wants to help you. I have a whole playlist of instructional videos that'll walk you through my personal handling on these tricks plus many more. Now, obviously, you need to own the tricks, right? You need to own the tricks in order to perform them. You won't be able to do any of these tricks unless you actually own them. But another great way to use this channel is as a way to look at tricks that are available on the market and to decide whether those tricks are going to work for you. I purchase all of my tricks from penguinmagic.com. And so if you'd like access to that playlist, if you would like to see kind of behind the scenes and get my personal handling for these tricks plus many more, you can hit the join button down below and subscribe to this channel for only 99 cents a month. And as long as you're a subscriber, you'll have access to those videos plus any new ones I continue to make. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye.